Hey guys, Rich here. Just gonna show you the cart I made for my business, my closet installation business. Basically, I had a lot of different tools and I just stacked them in my truck along the bed of the truck. It worked well, but I wanted a way to load them all into one unit so I can wheel it in and out of the house. So, I want to get into what I did, but first I want to tell you how I built it. I built it vertically so that it's tall enough to where it can squeeze between tight doors or hallways, and then I made it tall enough to where I can grab it from behind and actually pull it up a set of stairs. I've had to do that many times. A lot of closets are upstairs, and that's what I install. So going up a spiral staircase is not out of the question for me. So first thing I want to do is get into some of the tools I have on here. On top, I just basically have all my drills and nail guns, all the tools I use to actually install the closets. I have a bag up here with garbage in it, and that's literally all this is. It's just a mobile garbage. I put it in here, and when I'm ripping out old closet stuff, I just chuck it in there, throw my tools over it, load it up, and I'm out of there. So the first thing is step ladder. You always want to have a step ladder when you're doing closets, so that's number 1. And then the second thing is I have a drawer for all the hand tools that I use. So I have my tarp in here, but all the things like the hose for the air compressor. I have my battery chargers. Let's see, I've got extension cords, caulking, different types of caulking. Some of the caulking you do is you want it to be sort of shiny. Some of it you want it to be dull so you can paint it. Another thing I have is sheetrock mounts. I use those pretty often. So all the little hand tools, tapes, glues, anything, clamps, little clamps. I throw these things in here. Hammers, rubber mallet. I just chuck it in there. It's usually a lot cleaner, but I just got done with an install yesterday, so it's real tidy. Now, second drawer down is going to be all the hardware that I use. So this is all the, screws, brads, all the sheet metal pieces, all the little parts and components you use. Definitely drill bits, all the different drill bits that you're going to need. Just all the various little things that you want to keep. Sheetrock, little install deals. So that's good to go. And then finally, last rung down is the air compressor. And this is a Craftsman. It is it's the best compact air compressor you can get. It's heavy, so that's why it's on the bottom, so it keeps the center of gravity really low. I've got it bungeed down with a bungee cord, so it doesn't move. When it's in the truck and I'm driving around, the thing doesn't slide around. I've got things like rags if I want to wipe up something that's dirty. I've got all the shelf pins that you use to hang the adjustable shelves. And then around this side, I keep all the pieces that you use to actually hang the metal rods. So, all these little things, I keep them in here. So that just goes right there. And then I bunch up the cord for the air compressor, and I just kind of shove it in the back here. And then the other thing you're going to see is definitely my 3-foot level. I use that quite often. So I just put a bungee cord on here and a screw down at the bottom, and that holds that on. I got the handles here. Now what you do is, when you want to wheel it around, you just tip it back, let the stuff kind of settle, then it's totally mobile. I mean, you can take this anywhere. I've taken it into houses, out of houses, garages, Like I said, I've taken it up spiral staircases. I've had to do it all. And the way to take it up a staircase would actually be to take out this drawer. This is where all the heavy stuff is. And then take out this piece right here, because this is real heavy also. And you're left with basically the air compressor and the drills. And even with just those two, it's still pretty heavy, and it's still sort of challenging to take up a staircase. So. But when I go and do my installs, it's a one-man job, and I'm the only one that is out there, so I'm the one that has to do it. So that's my tool cart. I just wheel it up into my truck, strap it down, and take it in the house, and I've got all the tools I need. I'm just going to talk about some of the details of how I actually made this. It's pretty simple to do. It's not very complicated. Anyone with general basic carpentry skills can definitely achieve this type of system. Like I showed you, I've got the ladder. All I did was basically put these on some hooks, and I just put some lag bolts, through here, and it's just hooked on like that. I just slammed the ladder on, and then I used one of these wires you get at Home Depot or Lowe's or any place really, and I just looped it around on that side and put it through an I-ring right there. And when the ladder's on here, it holds all the drawers tight, so you're not going to worry about that thing flying around when you're driving in your truck. Starting bottom to top, I just basically made 4 wooden boxes out of plywood. Plywood is strong, but it's also light. So there's a box here, a box here, and then a box here, and then I just put strips of ply on either corner and across the back. And I just glued and nailed that up, and then I painted it when I was done just to make it look a little bit nicer. I got to clean up some of the excess spackle that I've put on there over the years, but when you first get it out, it does look really nice. One thing I put, okay, and then the wheels, okay, there's 4 wheels. There's 2 large in the back, and I just bought these from a lawnmower person that works the shopper toe down. So these are, I think, like 12 or 15 inch wheels. I just bought a threaded rod from the hardware store, and I threaded it through, and I put these on, and then I just put the nuts and the bolts on the end, and I just used JB Weld to hold those in. So those aren't going anywhere. They're not coming off. They're very sturdy on there. On the front, I just used 2-inch casters. Those are screwed in from the bottom. So when you roll it around, you can roll it around like so on all 4. Or if you want to take it up or down some stairs or over something, you can wheel it like this. And you can maneuver it like so. So it's good and sturdy. Let's see. The drawers, of course, I used metal drawer guides. I used the expensive ones. They're gonna last, so go ahead and use something. Spend a little money to save yourself some time in the future. I think these were about 20 inches deep. So I've got them there, and I've got the drawers here. I already told you about the hooks on the front. The handles, I just used gate handles, and I used half-inch ply on the top box up here, just to make it a little lighter on top. So I added just a little block of 3/4, and so then I just bolted these suckers in from the back. And really, it can take all the weight that you can put on it. Like I said, I've had to take this up a set of spiral staircase, and these handles are not going to come off. I've never had to worry about that. So that's pretty much how it was made, the basics of how it was made. The other thing I did was I went to the store and I got some baby protectant corners. These are just foam corners. You're supposed to put these on your coffee table or whatever, so if your baby comes along and bangs her head, she's not going to get a big, dent or a welt or whatever. I put these on and I just screwed them in. They're supposed to stick on, but they kept falling off, so I just screwed them in on the sides. But that is real soft. and that's the leading edge of the cart. So if I accidentally bang into a wall or run into somebody's molding on their house, it doesn't leave any damage. So that's the bumper. That's not, you know, other than that, nothing else is really gonna hit the wall. So